Hey folks, this is Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn coach and trainer with a quick little video about doing introductions to get connected on LinkedIn. Let me show you what I mean, and then I'll show you how to do it. So here's an example. Here's this gentleman named Richard Wilson. He probably goes by Dick Wilson. He's in Greensboro. This may be somebody I want to connect with. If this is somebody I want to connect with, then I'm going to look right here and I'm going to see who do I know. And often I right click and open that up in a new tab, and I go to see who do I know that knows right here, Richard or Dick Wilson, my first level connections. And I'll scroll through this list and I'll discover who I know. And then I'll decide which one of these people do I know well enough for me to ask them for an introduction. If I want to connect with Dick Wilson, I typically will not send a connect request until after I ask for an introduction. So when I discover who the person is I want to ask, then I send them an email. And let me show you what that email is going to look like. It's going to look just like this. And it's going to be sent to the person I want to connect with. In this case, it's a person by the name of Kim. I ask him how he's doing, and I say, dude, this is an introduction request. I need your help. Okay. And then I say, do you know Dick Wilson of Vistage? Here's his LinkedIn profile so you can look and see who I'm referring to. And I ask, do you think he would be a good person for me to talk with regarding the work I do with sales teams? Or whatever the question is, do you think he's the person that I should connect with to get into a conversation with in regards to whatever is the right thing that you're trying to achieve? And then after I ask those two questions, do you know him? Do you think he's a good person? I ask you to do me a huge favor and you introduce me by email and copy me on the message. And then I say, thank you. This is an introduction request. This is short and sweet and simple. And I'm only going to send this to people who I have some level of a decent relationship with, friendly relationship, some level of trust, respect, and like. Because if the person I'm asking to help me does trust, respect, and like me, then they're very likely to send that email out and they're very likely to copy me on it. Does it happen all the time? No. Does it happen most of the time? Yes. Why? Because I try to build mutually beneficial connections. And so once I get this email sent, I'll see that Kim's going to hopefully introduce me via email to Richard. He'll copy me a message. I'll see that. I'm not in a hurry. There's no race. So I might wait a day before I do anything with it just to see if Richard's going to respond back to this email. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But either way, I'm going to wait at least a day before I respond back and to the email that Kim will send. And I may thank Kim for the message, and then I may speak to Richard and say, Richard, I appreciate Kim introducing us. And I might say to the effect of, if you're using LinkedIn, please expect me to send you a connect request there so you can learn a little bit more about me. And then the conversation goes wherever the conversation is going to go. But I'm never going to send this person an introduction request. Not never. More often than not, I'm not going to send an connect request until after I get introduced. That is far more rewarding than sending a connect request to someone who doesn't know me. I'm Teddy, your LinkedIn coach and trainer. I hope that quick little introduction request tip is helpful.